In this episode, we hear from not one, not two, but three brilliant multi-school council ambassadors, all of whom are climbing Mount Snowdon on the 1st of August. We speak to Connell, Isla May and Rosie, who came up with the idea of climbing Mount Snowdon, to find out how they're training, how they're feeling about the climb, and what they want the climb to achieve. A massive thank you to Provide, who are sponsoring Series 5 of the Multi-Schools Lowdown. They are a community interest company offering services across Essex, providing outstanding care. And if you want to find out more about them, please visit their website at www.provide.org.uk. Okay, Connell, so what made you sign up to do the climb up Mount Snowdon?
I think one of the reasons I signed up to do Snowdon was not only the challenge, but the prospect of climbing a mountain. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, and I've not signed up for it to be a walk in the park. I've signed up because I wanted to challenge myself and push myself to the maximum in terms of my overall peak fitness.
Okay, so with the challenges, Connell, what do you think going into it, do you think are going to be the biggest challenges for someone like yourself?
I think the biggest challenge will be resilience. So I wouldn't say necessarily it'll be obviously the physical aspect of it will be challenging, but for a lot of people that will be doing Mount Snowdon, it will be the mental side, because mentally you've really got to push yourself through that. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that you got to look at when you climb a mountain or do anything like that in general, because it is massive, it's big, doing a climb like Mount Snowdon. So it's about the resilience you've got to have, as well as the physical fitness to be able to do it.
Definitely. So with the physical side, Connell, how have you been preparing for Mount Snowdon?
The physical side of so I've been going to the gym. Usually I would do a bit of cardio, and then I'll be doing various other exercises. So doing resistance, doing working on my legs as well, because those muscle components are going to be used quite a lot. You'll be heavily relying on the use of your legs when you climb up that mountain. So yeah, I've been trying to keep up with my fitness as best as I can, and I will say there will be bumps along the way, of course. Like I said, it's not going to be an easy ride. So I've just made sure that I'm doing my best to keep myself somewhat in shape to do this.
What difference do you think climbing Mount Snowdon will do to the multi-schools and the awareness, and for your role as an ambassador as well, Connell?
I think it'll raise a lot of awareness that anyone could do anything that they set out to do. It's about mindset, and not only climbing Mount Snowdon as well. With the GoFundMe, the money will just go towards breaking down perceptions, getting that word out there, and making sure that society actually views those children as acceptable. Like, they view those children that they can do anything that they set out to do. And I think that's what the climb to Mount Snowdon will be about. It's about setting those challenges for yourself and breaking down those barriers. And I think that's what Mount Snowdon will be.
No, absolutely. I agree. I think so with the fundraising, Connell, obviously all of our ambassadors now have specific roles that they're taking on. What would you like the money to be spent on?
I would like the money to be spent on doing more awareness sessions around schools, particularly for teachers. I would like to see that. I would like to see the money go towards that, because like I said, when I previously appeared on your podcast, I do think that teacher training is important to understand SEND, and especially autism as well, because there's not a lot that in teacher training that goes into understanding SEND. So in my personal opinion, I do think the money could possibly go towards that.
Okay. And I guess as well, Connell, why should other people kind of sponsor us then? Why should they sponsor the Mount Snowdon climb?
Well, I'm not a marketer, but the reason you should sponsor us, you'll be putting that money to a good cause. And the more money we raise, the more motivated we'll be on the day of the climb. It's like I said to you earlier, Kieran, it's about the mental strength and the mental resilience that you're going to need when you do this climb. So basically, to anyone out there, please check out the Just Giving or GoFundMe page. It's got quite a decent amount of money raised so far, but we are looking to raise £2,500, which will go towards whatever the ambassadors decide. So definitely just keep sharing it and keep spreading the word.
Fantastic. And you said you weren't a marketer, Connell, but actually you marketed that very well. So well done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Kieran, so much.
Isla, why are you doing Mount Snowdon?
It's to help raise money for the multi-schools.
Okay.
And basically to break down perceptions about children with disabilities.
Brilliant. And so obviously I know, but for people who are listening, is anyone else in your family coming on the walk with you?
Yes, my mum and my dad.
Okay, so with your mum and your dad then, have you been doing any training for Snowdon?
Yeah, we've been going around the block where we live.
Okay.
And doing a couple of miles.
Yeah. With the climb, what are you most looking forward to with Mount Snowdon?
Seeing the view at the top.
Okay, yeah, cool. It should be, if it's a good day, hopefully we'll get a really good view. What about the opposite? What do you think is going to be the most challenging thing?
Probably getting up Snowdon.
Okay, yeah. So I know that we're on a walk today, aren't we? Training for it. We've done a few hills and stuff. But have you ever done anything like this before?
I don't think so.
Okay. So when we travel up there, because I know we're all going up together, you're all going in your car, aren't you, up to Snowdon? When you get there and stuff, what's your plans once you get there, do you think?
I think we're probably going to go to the place we're staying for the night.
Yeah.
And then get ready for the climb in the morning.
Okay, cool. And what kind of stuff do you think you're going to be bringing with you for the climb?
Probably a lot of hiking gear, solid shoes.
Yeah.
A lot of water to keep hydrated. And maybe a coat for when we get up Snowdon.
Okay. So we'll just go through this bit because we've got to go through a gate and stuff, haven't we? So you said why you're doing Snowdon, Isla.
Yeah.
But what difference do you think it will make them by doing this climb?
I think it would raise a lot of awareness and give people a lot more understanding.
Okay. And why is that important? Why does there need to be more understanding, do you think?
Because some people don't really understand, and that can have a lot of impact in school and other places.
Okay, yeah, definitely. This is, like you said, the first time you've ever done anything like this.
Yeah.
Out of the three of you then, who do you think's going to find it the toughest?
I don't know, probably me or my mum.
Okay, so you think your dad's going to be running up there?
Yeah.
So what, with all the people that are doing it, what difference do you think it will make doing it in such a big group?
You feel more safe, and you know that people are with you on it, and you're not alone on it.
Yeah. And we know now we've got someone coming along who's doing some filming with us. We've got people who have done it before as well, so they can keep us safe, which will be good. Yeah. So fundraising, Isla, how are you getting people to sponsor you at the moment?
I think social media wise, I would say, spreading the awareness and saying you could donate and things like that. Okay,
so if there's people listening to this who might want to sponsor you or just sponsor the multi-schools for the walk, why should they sponsor?
Because it can make a big difference. Just one thing of someone being kind can make a big impact on somebody.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Fantastic. Rosie, why did you come up with the idea of climbing Mount Snowdon?
I don't actually know why I did it. I think it's just something for I thought it would be good to do.
Okay.
And also I don't know how to say, but just a good thing to all of us, do exercise and actually raise money at the same time.
Yeah. So, do you think is exercise something you like as well? Do you think?
Yeah, I like to do all of my exercise on the trampoline, maybe sometimes ground.
Okay. Yeah. And with the fundraising, what would you like the money to be spent on, like for the multi-schools?
Maybe for like a new series of podcasts.
Okay, yeah. Anything else?
Maybe to like merchandise, like t-shirts.
Yeah, okay. So that more people know about the multi-schools.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've been doing some training for it, haven't we? We've been doing some walks.
Yeah.
How's the training been going?
Well, the last one went terribly wrong because my mum tripped over I forgot what they're called, rabbit holes,
Right.
and sprained her leg, and now she has to go in like these things, but she doesn't anymore.
Okay.
I forgot what they're called. Are they called crutches?
Yeah. Okay. Crutches. So that was the practice walking. Yeah, that didn't go very well for your mum. But do you think part of it is it good that we get that out of the way now rather than doing it on the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing bad like that will even happen.
Exactly. Well, fingers crossed. And we are training. What about the rest of the training? Have you been doing anything else?
With my mum's friend Abby, we went on one, I think in the Easter holidays, and we went past Flatford. It was really, really beautiful there. There was also like a message on there about like John Constable, I think. I forgot what it says, but and I also went there in the spring holidays on Friday, with my dad, and also it was quite warm and it was quite cloudy.
Okay, because we know climbing Mount Snowdon, we could have any sort of weather, so that's quite good practice, isn't it?
Yeah, we could even have like a storm.
We could.
Or a snow storm.
Exactly. Well, I hope not as well. We just don't know. So like it's the 1st of August we're doing it, as people know, and there's the dog as well.
You can edit that out.
That's fine. Yeah, we can edit that out. Or people might like dogs, so we can maybe keep it in there. Who knows? We'll decide before I leave. So we're talking in June, so we've got just over kind of a month until we do it, because we're towards the end of June. Actually, how many days is it? Do you know?
I don't actually.
Can we ask? Do you want to ask Alexa?
Yeah.
We get that on there. Alexa's never been on a podcast episode before.
No, maybe she'll get.
I'm going to follow you, Rosie, and see if I can hear it.
Like what day? What days is
So, it's the 1st of August, isn't it? So
Alexa, how many days to the 1st of August?
Sunday, the 1st of August 2021 is in 39 days.
39 days.
39 days. So we've got 39 days till Snowdon. How are you feeling about it right now?
I think quite nervous now that it's not 30 days, like 45 days or
Okay.
something.
So what do you think? Should we go back outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is going to be the hardest bit about climbing Mount Snowdon?
The hardest is possibly going up,
Okay.
because going down is easier.
Yeah. Okay. So you think the going up part. And what bit then are you most looking forward to? What excites you about Snowdon?
When we get to the top.
Okay. And how do you picture the top, Rosie? What's in your mind about the top?
We're above like the clouds, and then it's like this really, really beautiful like space where there's other people having their lunch, or at least doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like eating something.
I think that's the plan, is when we get there we can have a bit of food, sit down, and we've now got hopefully some t-shirts and a banner with us as well, and a film. So I mentioned about the film actually. You wanted to make a film anyway. Why is it important to make a film when we do it?
I think maybe I don't know why, but I feel like we should, because maybe to bring like memories or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's memories.
Maybe give people like an inspiration.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. I think you are going to inspire people from doing it, and it was your idea as well. So why is it important then, like the multi-schools, we continue to like tell people about our differences? Why is that important, Rosie? That's a big question.
I don't know. It's also like really big, and I don't know.
Do you think more people need to know about things like autism and ADHD?
Yeah, and also dyslexia.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think people know a lot at the moment, or not really, do you think?
I think people know.
Should we walk this way?
I don't know, like an okay amount of it. I might need to learn a little bit more.
Okay, so by doing things like this, I think it's such a great idea that people are going to know a bit more about the multi-school. So kind of final few questions then, Rosie. Some people who are climbing Mount Snowdon are going to listen to this before we do it, and they might be a bit nervous. What would be your advice to them if they're getting a little bit nervous about it?
Maybe don't really be worried about it, because maybe it will actually be kind of exciting.
Yeah, I agree. And the same question that I asked both Connell and Isla, who are on this podcast as well, why should people donate then? If they're going to think about donating, why should they donate?
Because it would like really, really help and make like a change.
Okay, brilliant, fantastic. Is there anything at all else that you want to say about Mount Snowdon?
I think it'll be a good journey.
A good journey, and I agree with you, Rosie. And I know Mum and Dad are going to be on that journey, and all the other people as well. So well done for coming up with the idea, and please do support us, as Rosie said. Happy?
Yes. Here is a big shout out to Charlie for being one of my best friends.
And he's another multi-schools ambassador as well, isn't he? A massive thank you to Provide, who are sponsoring Series 5 of the Multi-Schools Lowdown. They are a community interest company offering services across Essex, providing outstanding care. And if you want to find out more about them, please visit their website at www.provide.org.uk.
Everyone is different and special in their own way. We should be including everyone, so let's start today.